All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and let's talk about some weird tools I've collected over the years. Now, this is just going to be a fun list of weird stuff that I've accumulated over the years. Some of the people in the audience will recognize some of this stuff. Some of them will have no idea what the heck it is until I explain exactly what it is. So let's get into the tools. All right, this is the first one. Any idea what it is? No? It is a special tool to adjust the dwell on GM point style distributors. How many in the audience actually know what setting dwell is? Yeah, I still have this. Don't ask me why. It's SAE. I can't tell you actually the last time I've actually used it, but all right, this one, 1/2-inch drive. It's a circle with a slot. Old school guys probably recognize this. Subaru guys actually, I think, have a similar tool to this as a special tool. But what is it? It is a socket to turn a small block Chevy over without a crank bolt in it. The slot is for the keyway. You slide it on there and you can use a 1/2-inch drive to turn over an engine when you're building it. That's what it's for. All right, keeping with the GM theme, I gave you a little hint. Old school guys, GM guys know what this is. This is a hated tool. It is a water pump socket for a Cadillac North Star. They used a cartridge style water pump. So you literally keyed this in and you unlocked it, pulled it out, put the new one in, you keyed it back. Yeah. Can't tell you how many of these I've broke. All right, next one. Old school 4x4 guys might recognize this. 1/2-inch drive, big old bell on it with 4 tabs. What is it? It's a hub socket for old 4-wheel drive trucks. Solid axle with the manual hubs, the old school stuff. All right, next one. It's got 4 tabs on it, kind of like the other one. Big old chonking tube at the end, 1/2-inch drive. What is it for? F350s with the dual axle had a ratcheting lock nut on the rear axle, and you had to have this socket to take the axle off to do axle seals or stuff like that, or replace the hub or the bearings. All right, let's get into the Europeans. This little guy. I'm gonna keep the part number back in the back so you don't cheat, but it's a little flat-bladed kind of screwdriver looking thing with a kind of weird slot on it. This is actually a very modern tool. It's a stupid tool, but it's a modern tool. Volkswagen guys know exactly what this is. It is the specific tool for a Volkswagen plastic drain plug. Yes, I said that right, plastic drain plug, as stupid as that is. And it is a specific size. You can use a flat-bladed screwdriver, but kind of, really to do it right, you need to grind a screwdriver to make it fit right, so just buy the real tool. All right, this is a special tool. My tow truck guys in the audience will probably know exactly what this is, but it is a special tool. And BMW guys, of course, will know what it is. It still has a BMW sticker on it. It is a BMW tow hook. It's a special tool because it screws into the top of the engine to support it when you're doing things like engine mounts or that kind of stuff. They've got a threaded hole in the top of the engine specifically for lifting the engine. You know, BMW things. This little guy, the little THandle, it is a very specific tool for one kind of engine. It is for the old school Volkswagen 2-point slow. For spark plug wires. You go down over it, you lock it on, you pull them out. If you don't use this special tool, chances are for sure you're putting on new spark plug wires because you will tear them up. Don't ask me why. Before I got this, I was not able to reuse those spark plug wires. Come back waiting to happen. Luckily, we don't see too many 2-point slows anymore. Speaking of which, this little guy. This tool sucks. It is a brake pedal release tool for a certain model of Volkswagen, and I don't remember what it is. I think it's a Jetta, but don't quote me on that. But the ball from the brake booster pops into the brake pedal, and you need this special tool to get it out. And it is not fun to get it to actually work right because you got to jam it in there, blind, feeling, and then you got to pull while you're pulling the brake pedal. It sucks. So I hope you enjoyed these weird, funky tools. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.